An alarming 11% surge in robberies and a 6% increase in road traffic accidents, resulting in 1,352 fatalities, have sounded the alarm for Zimbabwe's police to devise and implement effective strategies to combat crime and boost public trust. Addressing officers during this year's ZRP Senior Officers Conference in Harare yesterday, Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage Minister Kazembe said it was disheartening to note that the conference had come at a time when the police had not been successful in meeting some of its set targets.
He said that the performance indicators for the organization on the whole of government performance management system show that some areas need attention, adding that his ministry continues to receive numerous calls where concern has been raised regarding the state of policing in the country. The minister said the monthly reports received from the Zimbabwe Republic Police indicated that during the periods January to August 2023 and January to August 2024, crime rose by 11%, while traffic accidents increased by 6%, with a total of 1,352 people losing their lives.
So, Howard, I had a question. You know how police, they rotate stations. Mm-hmm. So do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? Because if a new cop comes to, say, Marlborough area from Chegutu, doesn't it take time for him to actually learn the area?
I think it's a good thing because of the training that they went through. I think it will be easy for them to adapt and understand. I think, well, this is my thinking.
Yes.
When they rotate, you know, in the area, you don't want to be too familiar with what happens in that area. Mm. So I think that's why they then rotate them. But again, when you look at that, you also need to be familiar so that you know that Marisa stays there. Yes. This happens when this has happened, you know. So you kind of understand the area better.
Exactly.
So when, let's say there's been a spate of robberies, you actually know that, okay, this kind of thing
happened a few months
ago. Yeah. So it might be this group or this gang.
Because you are familiar with that area.
With that area. So I think there are pros and cons when it comes to this shifting and rotating of police officers.
But it's good anyways because the training is the same. An accident should be dealt with the very same way an accident should be dealt with in Chitungwiza or in Harare or wherever it is. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm just worried though when you look at the powers that be, looking at the situation and saying, no, there has been a decline, this and that, in terms of standards, you know, because the crime rate has gone up.
Yeah.
I think is a cause for concern.
Yeah.
Then you start to think about the robberies that have been happening. You always think, what if I'm next?
Yes.
What if I'm next? Because this is worrisome.
Yeah, it is worrisome. But anyways, we continue to kind of speak life into the situation with the police, speak life into these robberies, stop them, you know, from carrying on, and these road traffic accidents that are claiming a lot of lives on our roads.
Konapo, ipapo, ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.